Namaste, everybody. So today I'm enjoying creating a new vision board. So that's fun. If any of you have watched The Secret or practice Law of Attraction, vision boarding is a really fun activity to do to help you get kind of focused on how you want to feel in your life and what kind of sort of goals, visions that you have for an abundant future, a prosperous future. And I know sometimes we can get a little bit kind of caught up in the stuff that we're creating rather than just living in the present moment. So I've been just enjoying life lately, and this morning I woke up and had a kind of strong desire. I sat down to meditate and then woke up with like this sort of really strong desire to revamp the vision board for a little bit more specificity, because I got inspired yesterday and started looking through some things as far as like really getting specific about my vision for like the All to Love Creative Healing Center, and wrote some stuff down, kind of like the beginning of a business plan for it. Because in my mind and heart, it's coming together really beautifully as far as actually being a really lucrative business for the local community and the people involved in the project and the center itself. But then also on the broader level, being a new paradigm community and being a model example of the super high-end, eco-friendly, really luxurious, self-sustainable, energy-producing kind of community. So, and again, I think these are popping up all over the world. There's more and more amazing innovations. Like I found, again, to put on my vision board, like eco cabins and solar powered pods that people could come and stay in if they came to the center, having camping and having a sort of good amount of accommodation, as well as like a main venue for the shows, the workshops, the seminars, and all that kind of stuff right here in North Devon, because we don't really have anything like that down here. And the area itself is energetically very powerful, and it seems to me that it's calling a lot of new paradigm people, pulling together a really powerful spiritual community. And more people are just being like, yeah, I just had this feeling like I wanted to move down here. And again, they all tend to be like massage therapists or healers on some level, or just people yearning more peaceful, quiet life. I'm feeling like this month is going to be a really powerful month for this community, and indeed for All to Love. I've written out a little like sort of script for the All to Love trailer, which is going to go along with the rebranding of the website. And it just goes like this. So All to Love is about waking up. It's about power to the people. It's about being inspired, being in love with life, and wanting to be the best version of you so that you can uplift humanity, heal yourself, heal the earth, and live your purpose, the one your heart so deeply yearns and burns for. I love love. I used to think that it was wrong or bad to love so much, to feel so much love for the creatures and the people, to be so moved by the breathtaking beauty of this world. But now I know it is my greatest strength, and that I need to own that powerful feeling and expand it. I need to face every fear, every darkness within myself, and transform it, transmute it into love. It's not about burying my head in the sand. It's about having my eyes wide open and piercing fiercely through every veil of darkness with a heart full of unconditional love. I know that the earth's vibe is rising, and I want to move with it. I know that people are waking up to their inherent power and wanting to make some epic changes. There was a time I just wanted to fit into the right size jeans. Now all I want is to create a new earth, and I believe I can. Not alone, but with my brothers and sisters who feel the same way. The ones who know enough is enough. The greed, corruption, deforestation, slaughter, and slander has got to go. We are one. One people, one world, one universe, and we can do this. All we need to do is believe, see the light, see through the eyes of love, have faith. Let go of the old fearful illusion of separation and heal. One loving, light-filled breath at a time. We got this. Let's move and give it up all to love. So that's my my manifesto, I suppose, my mission with All to Love. So things are becoming more clear, and I'm really excited to continue to share with you, and just sharing with you kind of like day-to-day stuff that the fourth, fifth dimensional or spiritual law of attraction new paradigm communities can get busy doing. You might want to go outside gardening. You might want to meditate. You might want to watch some stuff on YouTube, or do a vlog or write a blog. I'm going to write a blog later as well today. So, but again, have fun. And again, I'll show you just like getting creative with your vision board, and it's really empowering, because so much of it is about getting really clear about what you're creating. And for me, it just feels like to step up. Kind of, I felt that the last one I've had for a few months there was some specifics on there, but I felt like this sort of desire to get even more clear, to be more specific about, like, I'm creating this. This is gonna come through me somehow, and then my only job after I finish creating is put it up on my altar and kind of let it go, and just trust that I'll be guided and shown. Even making this vlog is part of the guidance somehow. Okay, I need to make a vlog, and I need to share my manifesto. I need to share the fact that this might be stuff I do in a morning, is just make a vision board so that will carry me through for the next month or the next few months. And trust in the miraculous nature of being sort of spiritually connected, being connected to our intuition, which is basically our broader self, or our higher self, however you want to call it, and allowing that intuition to guide you. And I know what's happening for me energetically more and more is like I just don't have the energy. I don't have the energy to like not be connected. It's like almost squeezing me off if I'm out of my flow, if I'm out of alignment in any part of the day. I can feel it energetically. I can feel myself getting kind of tired or getting spaced out. And I know what's happening as well is more emotional storms. So it was a powerful healing yesterday. I just was able to transmute some shame and guilt, which is really interesting, letting go of old beliefs that I might have absorbed from like family and growing up when I was little about working, and you know, making sense of the people that we learn from in our lives, and coming to a peaceful resolution of allowing people to be who they are and to live their own journey, and then within that basically empowering ourselves to live the life that we desire, and really tuning in. There's a slight difference between our kind of ego-driven external manifestations that we desire for giving us like a false sense of power, or giving us the illusion of feeling powerful, like I need this or I need that to show these people or something on that level, versus like a truly heart driven what is my highest desire, but within that it has to be aligned with like the highest good for all. And so that's something that I'm starting to break through with regards to like financial abundance, was you know, that paradigm of, you know, you need to work really hard for money and all that kind of stuff, and physically, energetically in my life, I just found like I didn't have the energy to work in that way, to work kind of in how the system indoctrinated us to work, you know, working a 9 to 5 or 50 or 40 hours a week. That never, I couldn't kind of fit into that. I'd always be sick, or really, I'd start to get really depressed and stuff like that. Or my body would just be like, this is, you know, not working. So, finding, really going inward and listening to your heart's like honest desires, and for me, I have these visions for how to uplift and support a community. And so I have to trust, and yes, it means for me living more abundantly, maybe having more holidays, or maybe treating myself to some nice things. But at the same time, I recognize if I want to be of service to a higher level, I have to be willing to accept that level of love, that level of abundance in my own life, because I can't share it unless I have it. And using discernment is a very powerful sort of intellectual and spiritual mental tool or capability, where you really hone in, you know, is that greedy? Is there a power struggle there? Is there an illusion of separation and division? Or is it truly coming from a higher, you know, you have this is available for you, you're allowed to have this, and by supporting my own self in a loving way, I can then support a broader community or more people on this earth. So really listening, and then working through those fearful barriers, like for me having that shame and guilt, and again, almost like this childhood like fearfulness that had to come up to be transmuted. And it's a really powerful way of working, because it means that in my current life, like nobody, you know, I don't really have any drama or problems with the people in my life, because I take responsibility for the emotions that I feel. And most often than not, if not every time, any emotions that come up are usually coming up from the past, and it takes, I don't know, 20 minutes or an hour or something to kind of and to work through with awareness, with lightness and presence, to kind of work through all the kind of the multitudinous of that emotional frequency. So yeah, as I said yesterday, there was a lot of shame and kind of guilt, and and I got this real strong sense that it's about almost like there is a contract, a soulful contract with people in our lives. But as I kind of continue to expand and step into my own power as a spiritual teacher and a light worker, I suppose, the more I have to be really honest about, you know, I have to let this go now, and I have to free myself to just be who I am. And of course, I can't be who I am if I'm still holding that energy. So yesterday I had a vision of, like, you know, Gandalf, his like staff, and I had a vision of myself like putting the staff down, and then like this beam of light kind of beaming throughout the earth. And it was almost like me putting my foot down, like, I am not going to be holding this energy anymore. I'm not going to take on these beliefs anymore. I'm going to believe in miracles, and I'm going to believe in easy, fast manifestation power, and really believe in the things in my heart that I know are true. And now stepping up into, like, I am manifesting this so that I can, you know, create this, and this, and help more people heal their energy, and help more people step into their authentic power, so that as a community, we can rally together and again spread the message of awakening people to the new paradigm, healing, because there's always a healing process when we're shifting and when we're awakening, and just spreading the message, because this is a movement, and this is a worldwide global movement, and it's part of the Earth's healing and regeneration process. But of course, it's part of us uplifting one another and coming into the oneness mindset, so that we can start to dissolve the old ways, so that we can start to dissolve the pain, the fear, the poverty, the lack, the greed, the corruption, like all of these things that are really heavy in our hearts. And the lightness will always win, you know, the light and the love will always conquer, because it's the only ultimate truth. And it's about, sharing that with people, recognizing that is the truthful reality of the universe, of the all that is, and the more of us that align with that, the more good we can do. And of course, we got to help each other out, because there's a lot of initiatives like this now. There is a lot of, I know, projects kind of all around the world who are doing stuff like this. So there's this element of unity vision and coming together and manifesting so that we can all be supported in an abundant life in our own individual lives. But then any of you out there who are like me and have your organizations who are wanting to maybe set up a center in Africa, or who want to set up a center in their community, which is, again, for the community, for those people, and naturally people will be drawn, people will come from far and wide for their healing. And this has always been ongoing. It's just ramping up now, and it's certainly ramping up in my own life. So thanks for listening. Have a great day. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.
All to love. All to love.